All right, welcome back. 4:45 on your Thursday morning. Dana, yesterday afternoon was so amazing. It felt like a little reward for getting through all the rain and mugginess of the past few days.
Exactly.
Have a little coolness in the air. So do we get more of that today?
We do. It'll be a little bit different today because we won't have any rain to talk about for this morning. We'll have a few more clouds for the afternoon, but it's like taking our reward early because we have some rain for the weekend to talk about. So for our current temperatures right now, a lot of us are in the mid to upper 50s as we get along the immediate coastline. So it was a little cool out there this morning, but especially if your area is through northern Maine, a couple people out there still in the 40s, 49 up in Caribou, 46 in Holton, 50 over in Rangeley. Now, our skies are clear at the moment, which is why our temperatures are so low right now. We can see a little bit of cloud cover just through areas just north of Calais, but overall almost completely clear. However, we will have a little bit more cloud cover build in as we go within the next couple of hours. Despite that, though, our temperatures are going to get into the mid to upper 70s, especially through areas of the interior of Maine. I think that's where we could see a couple of 80s pop up, especially near Calais or Bangor. A little bit cooler along the down east coastline, temps there in the low 70s for the highs today. Now, I do quickly want to talk about Debbie because Debbie is going to impact our weekend forecast. So yesterday I talked about how Debbie was kind of just meandering off the coast of the Carolinas, and she's still there. That's why she's been dropping some historic rainfall throughout the region, like of North and South Carolina. But by the time that Debbie comes near us in Maine, she's not going to be a tropical storm anymore. Essentially, she's going to get sucked into a low pressure system that's currently residing over the Great Lakes. So what does that mean for our weekend forecast? I'll talk about that in a second. For the rest of the day today, we're going to build in a little bit more cloud cover as we go throughout the afternoon. So overall more cloud cover today than we saw yesterday afternoon. However, I do think it's still going to be a really nice day. Temps getting into the upper 70s, couple of low 80s. I pointed out possible through the interior. And then we start to change our forecast a little bit as we get into the end of the day Thursday into early Friday. So this is kind of what I was talking about with Debbie. So we're going to see some showers begin to build in through areas of New Hampshire and western Maine late Thursday night into early Friday morning. Then, so as we go into early morning, eventually this shower activity is going to become a little bit more organized. So I think the morning commute for tomorrow is going to be a little bit messy, especially through areas of the mid-coast up through areas of northern Maine. So we can see here as it gets a little bit more organized, we do have some heavy downpours embedded in this system here. By the time we get to around lunchtime, most of areas of western Maine have cleared out of the rain. Still cloudy though, but still some heavy rain through areas of northern and eastern Maine as we go throughout lunchtime. And then we have a little bit of some clearing as we get into the second half of the day Friday. However, Friday night, we kind of move into our second round of rain. I think overall this is going to be the heaviest rain as we go from Friday night into early Saturday morning. This is what can put down about 2 inches of rain in some spots. So some heavy rain as we go into early Saturday morning, but we clear out for the most part by Saturday afternoon, and then temps there will get into the mid 80s. So overall, how much rain are we going to see from this system? Some of the models have been a little bit on the lower side, but I think for the most part, most of us are going to see between 1 and 2 inches of rain. So the Hurricane Center has kind of put us in an excessive rainfall outlook here. So in this yellow color is where we have a slight risk for excessive rainfall. And the rest of us in the green color here is where we're in that marginal risk. So we will watch for the potential of some flash flooding in those areas, but overall that flash flood threat has decreased as we've gone throughout the week. Marine forecast sees 2 to 3 feet. Ocean temp there is 63 degrees. So here's a look at that 7-day forecast coming in. So overall Thursday, I think today's going to be a really nice day. Some more cloud cover building into the afternoon, but still pretty nice. And then Thursday night into Friday is where we start to see some of that rain come in. Heaviest rain is going to be overnight from Friday into early Saturday morning. And then once we get into Sunday, so we're going to kind of clear out that rainfall as we get into the second half of Saturday, temps jumping up into the mid 80s. And then Sunday still ends up being a really nice day. So I think if you want kind of a guaranteed nice day for the weekend, that day is going to be on Sunday. I do want to mention though that it is going to be fairly breezy both Saturday and Sunday, but particularly as we get into Sunday afternoon. And then looking pretty good as we head into Monday, but there is that chance of an isolated shower there. And then temps will be returning to the 80s as we get into the middle of next week, Hannah. So overall, it's a little bit of a mixed bag. Coming into the weekend, we got some rain, but a really nice day today.
All right, well, we'll enjoy today and keep an eye out for Sunday. Thanks, Dana.